In this video, we will be continuing from where we stopped on the topic large and small numbers. Okay, so in this video, we will be looking at small numbers. So here I have a table of representation of some small numbers. So we have 0 0.8, 0 0.08, 0 0.008, 0 0.0008, and so on, right up to 0 0.000008, okay, which is 810 million. Now, earlier, when we were looking at place value, we discussed about the place value for decimals. Okay, so small numbers are usually in decimal forms, especially decimal forms that don't involve whole numbers. All right, so here we have some decimals. Just know that the first digit starts with tenths. Okay, so that is why we have 8 tenths. All right, the second digit starts with hundreds, so we have tenths, hundreds. Okay, that's why we have 800. Followed by this, we have tenths, we have hundreds, we have thousands. And you see the progression. That is why we have 8,000. Here we have tenths, hundreds, thousands, 10 of thousands. Okay, that's why we have 8, 10,000. Remember, the 8 value is where the 10,000 is. All right, so you have to follow it that way. All right, quickly, let's see some examples. Write the following as decimal fractions. So the first one we have 600. If we are to write it as decimal fraction, so 600 is the same thing as saying 6 all over 100. All right, there are two ways of looking at this. Or it's the same thing as saying 6 multiplied by 0. So now remember our place value. So we have the tens term, and then we have the hundreds. All right, so you can either write it like this or you can write it like this. Either way is correct. Okay, so let's do the first one. So when dividing by powers of 10, we said we move to the left. Okay, so we move. So here we have 2 zeros. Okay, so we'll move 2 zeros to the left. So we have 1, 2. Okay, so our decimal point will be here. So that will be this. So we are moving from here 2 places. Okay, so our decimal point will be here. So that will be equals to 0.06. Okay, here we can add the 0 before the decimal point. All right, same thing here. If I want to multiply this, if I'm multiplying this, so what I will do is I will move. Remember, I am multiplying by powers of 10, right? But in this case, it's a decimal. If it was a whole number, I will move to the right. But in this case, it's a decimal, so I will move to the left. Okay, so I will move 2 places to the left. Why am I moving 2 places? Because I have 2 zeros there. Okay, so I'll move 1 place to second place. I'll put my decimal point. Okay, so that will be 0.06. So you can see that we have the same answer. All right, so whichever way you choose to do it, it will be correct. So our answer here will be 0.06. Okay, now let's see the next example. It says 8 million. We should write 8 million, millions, not million. 8 million as decimal fraction. So this is the same thing as saying 8 all over 1 million. 1 million. All right, 6. That's 6 zeros. So this is equal to, because I know it's going to be a decimal, so I'll put my 8 here, and then I'll move 6 places because I have 6 zeros and it's a power of 10. Okay, so I'll move 6 places to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my decimal point will be after the 6th place. So I'll add my 0, then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. All right, so that will be 0.000008. Okay, so this is 0.000008. All right, let's see the next example. Next example says 600,000. So 600,000. 600,000 is the same thing as 6 all over 100,000. Okay, so which is the same thing as, I'm going to write my 6, and then I'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the left. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, put my decimal point at 0. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will be 0.00006. So this will be equals to 0.00006. Okay, now let's see this next one. I have space. Okay, let me just 7. Let me just delete this, erase it. So I have 756 all over 10,000. This has already been broken, simplified for us. So dividing by powers of 10 again, I'll move 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So 4 places to the left. If I'm multiplying, I'll move to the right. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4 places. Okay. So add my decimal point. So add my 0, add my decimal point. So that will be 0.0765. Okay. Final example. Let's say we have 28. Okay, let me just do this directly. So 28, write my 28. Then I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the left or right? Left. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So add my 0. All right, so this is how we write decimal fractions. We write as decimal fractions. All right, so thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something. See you in the next video.